Hey everybody, welcome to your October monthly reading, and we are looking into chakras this year. We started at the beginning of the year with the root chakra, and we've made it through all the regular, most popular ones, and we are exploring the chakras that are outside the human body. And this month, we're looking at the 9th chakra, which is known as the seat of the soul. And it's just above the 8th chakra. So you have the crown chakra, you have the 8th chakra. This one's the 9th chakra above that. And that basically gives us access to the soul's higher purpose. It lets us see the archetypes and the patterns that we chose to have with these characters that we're playing here on this earth. And in kind of relation to that, I actually have what's called a life compass astral reading, which is a astrological reading that I look at your north node and your south node on your birth chart. And the south node kind of tells you those archetypes, those patterns, those challenges, or those like urges and tendencies that you're born with that you kind of transform over your lifetime. It's the things we revert back to when like we're anxious or we're in fear, that type of thing. But the north node is kind of like the highest expression that we're wanting to look and work towards achieving in the life. So it kind of talks about the soul's higher purpose and these archetypes and patterns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a giveaway drawing for these astro readings, the Life Compass astro readings. And all you have to do is, one, of course, be a subscriber to my channel, and two is make some sort of comment on this video, and I will enter everyone into a drawing that has those comments. I will draw on October 8th, so I'll give you a little bit of time to comment on there and see these, and then I'll put out a special video announcement announcing who the winners are. So I'm going to have 12 different videos, of course, for the 12 different individual zodiac signs. I'm going to put everyone in a giant pile together, and depending on how many comments there are, I'll pull a variety of winners for those Life Compass astro readings. So I'm excited to see how that unfolds for you, but we're going to jump into your specific reading for your specific sign right now. Alrighty, Cancer signs, this is your October monthly reading, and we're going to start off by pulling a card to find out what Creator and Spirit would like you to know about your soul's higher purpose. And if you're new to my channel, what I do each month is I do take a tarot deck and I split out the major arcana from the 4 suits of the minor arcana. And this month I am using the Naked Heart Tarot. All the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below in case any of them catch your fancy and you want them for yourself as well. You know how you can locate those. So we'll start off here. We're going to use the major arcana to ask the Creator and Spirit, what would they like all of you Cancer signs to know about your soul's higher purpose? So for our Cancer signs, okay. And you have the Strength card. And this is really a beautiful card. I love the way they interpret these too, because they not only have your human self indicated here, but you have your higher self. You have the infinity symbol and the wings, which represent your higher spiritual self. The Strength card is all about connecting to your higher self. It's like this journey that you have, really finding your inner strength, having look outside of yourself for your sustenance. The lion looks outside, it's hungry, it's thirsty, and it's told, look into relationships, look into circumstances and situations like your job, your education, your social status, look into your bodies, your possessions, your bank account to define you, or those things will make you feel full and take away your thirst. So the lion, like all of us, goes out there and it eats of and drinks of all those things, but doesn't fill us up for very long, if at all. And so it becomes desperate. It becomes hangry. It's hungry, angry, and it wants, to have some sort of relief. Well, our lion self, our human self, doesn't have this awareness of our higher self in the beginning. But of course, our higher self always has awareness of our human self. So it hears us, roaring and hangry. And so it comes down, and it doesn't come down to kill and, the lion to put it out of its misery, or cage it to protect other people from it, or try to manipulate it and control it like they do in circuses and, where they have the whip in the chair and they try to make it obey. Because our higher self knows what the lion self is really hungering and thirsting for is the unconditional love of back home. And it's just so convenient that our higher self is a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being that's made of unconditional love. So it has what our human side of us is needing. And so it comes down and it gives a big hug to that lion and floods it with that unconditional love, and that lion transforms from this roaring lion in the jungle to a purring little lion cub sitting in the lap of our higher self, feeling that wholeness, that completeness, no longer hungry, no longer thirsty. And, now that the lion is aware of the higher self, they do have this beautiful relationship where they walk hand in paw, because it's a lion, walk hand in paw through life in a completely different way than they had before. So with this coming in for your higher purpose, I really feel like everything that you go through, especially with all the emotion that you experience being connected to the moon in such a strong way, you're used to this wave of all these emotions and all this dissatisfaction and disappointment and stress and everything else of the outside world emotions, that you are a perfect teacher to help people and guide people in their path, in of course with your connection to Mother Luna, the moon energy. You're very nurturing about it. You help people through things, and you're a source of that nurturing. So I love this coming in here for you. And next, we are also going to pull a card here from the archetype deck. And this will represent what the Creator and Spirit want you to know about, what archetype are you representing in this life to help bring this through? What patterns do they want you to be aware of for your journey? So let's take a look here and see how this impacts your soul's higher purpose. All right. So for our Cancer signs, what would you like them to know about the archetype? Okay, that's the one right there. And you got the teacher. So perfect. Yeah, that's what you do. That's what we were talking about, right? So the higher, light attribute, the higher level of that energy is the ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. So perfect. Now the shadow attribute, which is I talked about the south node, which is the challenging piece, is manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. So what you overcome is, all those experiences that you had and that took you to the dark side of the fear emotions in your life, which we all do, we all go through it. But of course, you being a water sign and being connected to the moon, you feel those tides so much more deeply than most people. So you experience the deep dark side of things. And those... of course, you've gone through them when you're younger, but we can also get pulled into people's situations. What I'm being reminded of is I've had several friends of mine that went through and became counselors, licensed counselors, and one of the things that they always had a challenge with in the beginning when they were going through their schooling was that when you're sitting with someone and they share something with you, it activates your own memories and your own emotions if you have unresolved or old charged emotions, and blah, it kind of comes out too. And so that is what you overcome to become this beautiful, positive light of this teacher that brings this wonderful experience, and you teach people to connect to their inner strength in their life, basically helping people to become stronger. And I love that for you. Now, we will dive deeper, of course, as we go into the 4 suits of the minor arcana, which represent the 4 different areas of our human experience. And we will start off with the fire element, which is the suit of wands. And this represents your drive, your ambition, your passion, your aha inspiration, and your overall energy. So this will be what the Creator and Spirit want you to know about your energetic experience during the month of October in regards to this information here. So for our Cancer signs, all right, that one's right off the bat there. Yeah, and you have a movement of wands, which would be the King of Wands. Tons of energy, tons of movement coming in here in the month of October for you. So this is new inspiration. It's like higher inspiration, maybe not like brand spanking new inspiration for something, but like a recharge. Like, you know, you started something and it was going, you know, you were invested in it, and then your energy might have gone down a little bit, and all of a sudden it's like spark, higher spark taking you to new levels within all of that. So I do love that. You know, knights, all they do is quest. That's what they love to do. And this knight quests after the Ace of Wands, which is really this kind of adventure you have of grabbing on to your power of intention. Goes really well with the strength card here, because you're taking your power within your own hands, realizing whatever you focus on is what grows in your life. So if you're focusing on the negative, on what's missing, what's lacking in your life, what you don't want in your life, that grows. Same thing if you focus on what you're grateful for and what you do want to have come in your life, then that grows instead. So when you move your energy from over here to over here, this grows and this shrinks. So this power comes in with this for you. And then we're going to pull a card here from the Spirit Animal Oracle and just see what else they want you to know about this energy, your energetic experience in the month of October. Right, so what else for our Cancer signs, please? What else would you like them to know? Okay, they do want that one there. And you got the Frog Spirit. Clear out the clutter. Read deep, and that is card number 28. Which, of course, when you add 8 and 2 together, that does equal 10, which is endings and new beginnings. So it is clearing out things, letting the things go that no longer serve you. And Mr. or Mrs. Frog Spirit says that they know that while all the other frogs are croaking away, this is a time for you to simplify and declutter your life so you can feel content on your own lily pad. Even when life isn't creating a total cacophony, we can become drawn to the excitement of lots of noise. Then the next thing we know, our schedules and homes are cluttered with commitments we regret making and objects taking up valuable space. Even relationships need decluttering, as they often become messy. Frog Spirit appears to tell you to clean house, prioritize what you need, and get rid of or give away the rest, so you can have some space in your day and in your head. You don't need the old stuff and its stories shouting at you about the past. Along with physical clutter, friendships are sometimes kept long past their expiration date, weighing you down with unnecessary baggage. Now is the time to let go. Whatever you need will appear when you need it, so release your grip on all that clutter that is making you feel anxious and burdened. Frog Spirit wants you to reclaim your space unencumbered by shoulds, oughts, and could have beens. Let go and jump. You are free from that old stuff. And that makes total sense. So the combination of these two together is perfect, because as you're decluttering and you're letting all this attention go on things that no longer serve you, it is bringing the energy back to you. So I love that. Next, we'll move into the suit of Pentacles, which is the element of earth. And out of all the 4 suits, it's the only one that deals with the outside world. You know, your energy, your thoughts, your emotions are all the inner. This is the outside world. So this is all about the other characters that are on stage with you in this life, and you know, all the other props on stage, like your own body, your possessions, all that external stuff. So this will be what the creator wants you to know about your physical adventure during the month of October. All right, so there you go. And this is so perfect. So you do have the Ace of Pentacles coming in, which is new opportunities, new communication, new ideas coming from the outside world. So you've got all this energy coming in and all that. And you also have the movement of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. So definitely you're having movement come in. This energy that's coming in is also making itself present with movement happening in the outside world. Now, this night, out of all the 4 nights, is the slowest, because everything on the internal can move and change like that, right? But the outside world has its seasons. It takes times to happen. We don't change from the outside in. We change from the inside out. So it does take time for things to show itself. But you're definitely, this night is in the pursuit of the Ace of Pentacles, which is what you do have here. So I love that these showed up in combination together, because it does show that you do grasp this new opportunity that's coming for you, that's making itself known in October. The Ace of Pentacles is also about finding new worth within yourself. And I really feel as you're letting this old stuff go that you were using to define yourself, that you're finding, especially with the strength there, as you're connecting more and more to your higher self, you're realizing just how powerful you are. You're not defining yourself by those external things that the lion was eating and drinking before. You're defining yourself by the power of your higher self, of who you really are. We're also going to pull a card here from the Sacred Forest Oracle, and to see what else they would like you to know about your physical experience and adventure during October. All right. So what else for our Cancer signs, please? Okay, they do want that one right there. And you've got the Phoenix transmutation. Perfect. Beautiful. And that's kind of what you do with that strength card, right? You transform, you burn up all this old stuff. And even that's the clearing, right? Old stuff goes into fire, and you rise from the ashes, a beautiful, higher, powerful new being. So I love that for you. And that is card number 29. So 10, 8, 2 and 8 is 10. Oh yeah, and that's so not 28 and then to 29. 2 different decks. You're going in order. You are progressing. I love it. And this says, at the edge of the forest rises a mountain. The journey to the top is long and arduous. The path has boulders and landslides that make it difficult to discern what lies ahead. Yet you climb, knowing that something remarkable awaits you. As you finally reach the top, you peer over a boulder to see a large pier. An old, tired phoenix comes into view, his wings dragging, only to heave himself into the fire. The flames leap higher and higher, and as they die down, out of the ashes arises a renewed phoenix with bright colors that outshine the sun. He looks directly at you with a fierce intensity before soaring off the mountaintop. So I love it. Says your life is changing, perhaps in ways you didn't expect, but it's wildly wonderful. Transmutation is the act of changing from one state of being or one element into another. And the phoenix is legendary for his transmutation in fire. In the flames, he is reborn, leaving behind his old and tired self to become a passionate, wild, and free bird. Something that you might have thought would never change is changing into something amazing. It's not an ending, rather it is a bright, shiny new beginning, right? Ending, new beginning. Situations that seemed lackluster are transmuting into fabulous opportunities. Release expectations and limited thinking, for things are not as they seem. So the cleaning of house, releasing those expectations, releasing your limited thinking. And the spirit of the phoenix says a big change is at hand in your life. What feels like an ending is really a beginning. Rising out of the flames and ashes, you are entering a new cycle. Even if life seems murky in areas, this is only the clearing before a rebirth. Hang in there, the best is yet to come. Yeah, and we talked about that, right? Moving, it's not like it's like a respark to a new level. So perfect. All this is running so well together. And then we move into the element of air, which is the suit of swords. And this is all about your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations, all those things of our mind and the stories that we put out into the world, right? So this is going to represent what Creator and Spirit want you to know about your mental adventure during the month of October. So for our Cancer signs, actually, that's the one they want. So there we go. Yeah. A 10, endings and new beginnings. And this is great. This fits so well again into all of this because this is like you exhausted trying to live up to all those expectations of the outside world, all the supposed to be's, the should be's, the need to be's, the have to be's, the musts that Mr. Lion was trying to eat, in the outside world. But the 10 of this is like a perfect card, even though it looks like, oh my gosh, this is because it's the ending and the new beginning. You're done feeling that way. You're just sick and tired of being sick and tired of trying to live up all to that outside world. And like both of these mentioned, this is clearing that clutter away. This talked about clearing those old thoughts and those old beliefs that no longer serve you away as well. So you are doing this huge work in the month of October, the 10s, endings and new beginnings. You are definitely letting all this old stuff go, clearing that clutter out of your mind and out of your life, bringing you new opportunities, new energy, and you're rising like this phoenix. So I am loving this October for you. We're also going to pull from the numerology guidance cards. And we're just going to see here what else they would like you to know about your mental adventure. All right, there we go. All right, so for our Cancer signs, what else would you like them to know about? Okay, actually, they do want this one right here. And you've got manifestation. Boom. Card number 8. Card number 8, strength, inner in the pink higher heart chakra coming in here. So you are definitely bringing these things into fruition. And we talked about in the beginning about your energy, and when you're focusing your energy on what you do want to grow, you're kind of pointing this wand that you have here in the direction that you want things to grow, and it is happening. Things are coming to fruition. And letting these old thoughts, the old negative, blah, 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 that self-talk in your head about how unworthy you are and all that blah, 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 you are ready for this movement. You're ready to focus it differently, and it does manifest in your life. So huge, higher heart energy and manifestation coming in for you. And then the last suit we move into, the last element, of course, is your element, which is water. And that, of course, is emotions. And it's the suit of cups. So we'll see here, nothing to be afraid of here. Like we talked about in the beginning, you are all about the deep diving into emotions. You've had it all your life. Emotions don't scare you. It's where you live every second of your life, even in the womb. So this is just what Creator and Spirit would like you to know about your emotional adventure. Okay. All right. They do want those, so we will do these. You actually get 2. Oh, love it. 3 of Cups. Joy, 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 and celebration. This also represents your spiritual posse on the other side. All of your guardian angels and your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones on the other side, your ancestors, Creator Spirit, a whole slew of beings of unconditional love and light, saying that they are with you every step of the way on this path. You're never alone. We're here. If you need anything, ask us of your own free will to come in and meddle in your life, because they honor your free will and your power of choice. So outside of all the things you asked them to do before you came down here, you can ask them of your own free will every single day. Just say, hey, today, would you come in and meddle in my life and bring what's from my highest experience and the highest experience of everyone? And they will more than happy give you signs and synchronicities and everything all over the place. And you have the Five of Cups. So this Five of Cups is about the transformation, right? The fives are about change, which are talked about in here. And it's about looking in, the three cups that we kind of talk about with the Strength card here, those three areas of our life that we go out and we look at trying to fulfill us emotionally. Those are what disappoint us, but we come here on purpose to experience that. They usually have the three cups that are spilt, someone looking at it and kind of mourning over it. And it's important that we do that, because we didn't come down here just to have joy and all those emotions connected to unconditional love all of our lives. The beginning of our lives especially is when we go through all the rides, all the fear rides in this giant amusement park of fear rides, right? We don't come here to not ride those rides. We come here to do that. And so I love the Five of Cups, because it tells us to embrace all of our emotions, that none of them are right or wrong. Like our shadow self, the lion, we don't kill it. We want to experience life through our human avatar. But there's this beautiful ebb and flow that we start going through. And the Two of Cups that are left over after the three cups are spilt in there is our power of emotional choice in each moment. That tells us that we don't have to only experience all those emotions tied to the fear of losing conditional love of the human, that we have that choice to connect to the love from above, which is rooted in unconditional love. So every moment becomes this choice then, not like this feeling like we're trapped, that I can only feel fear emotions, I can't get out of this. There's always a choice every moment that we can switch that up and choose one of the others. So I love that coming in here for you. And then the last card that we're going to pull is from the Moonology Manifestation deck. And because this is the last card for this reading, it can still be about your emotional adventure during the month of October, but it's also going to be a wild card, which whatever else Creator and Spirit want you to know about your October. So we will see what they want you to know here. All right. So what's your final message for Cancer signs for this reading, please? Okay, nope, I said none of those. Okay, this is the one right here. And you have release your blocks, the first quarter moon in Scorpio. So yeah. Releasing your blocks is what this is all about. So they did talk about all this. It's time to clear out the clutter. Let's see what else they have to say here. When it comes to pushing through your fears and any other negative feelings, you're going to have to dig deeper. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself, because fear blocks us. Make time to clear any toxic feelings around you. Don't let pride stop you from showing how dearly you want something. It's okay to be vulnerable if you know the people you're dealing with are trustworthy. Think about others as much as yourself. There's light and shade in your situation, and you need to embrace it, right? Both the positive and the negative emotions. Don't get stuck on one idea and refuse to budge. Think what a mental detox would involve for you. For example, avoiding people you argue with and violence on TV, etc. And then make time for it soon. So make time for this clearing and this decluttering, making sure to do that. So it's all over your reading here, and I love this for you. What an amazing October this is going to be, with some beautiful releasing of things and bringing in this new beginning, rising like a phoenix. So I really love this for you. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these monthly readings for each zodiac sign, I also put out weekly energy updates for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button. Also, click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video, or you share a video, comment on a video, and especially subscribing to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy happy, it does want to share the videos and messages of my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am ever so grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. I also have recently introduced a sliding price scale, which allows you to pick from a certain few price points, so you can choose, whatever you're wanting to pay that is in more alignment with your budget. So allows some flexibility there, and all that is listed in the description box. Alrighty, Cancer signs, as you go through this amazing October, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing month. We'll be talking soon, and in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.